Kraven the Hunter is directed by J.C. Chandor and stars Aaron Taylor-Johnson in the title role. This film follows Kraven Kravinoff and his complex relationship with his father, leading him down a path of vengeance and becoming the world's greatest hunter. Going into Kraven the Hunter, I was not looking forward to it at all. The recent Sony Spider-Man villain spin-off movies have not been good. We all know how Morbius and Madam Web went, and I like the first two Venom movies, but even Venom 3 was a disappointment. And on top of that, the trailers for Kraven the Hunter did absolutely nothing for me. So let's start with the pros. I think this movie has some cool moments of action. There are a couple of fun parts to some action sequences, and the action sequences can be well edited at times. I will say I do really respect that they fully committed to the R rating, especially after the failures of Morbius and Madam Web. It would have been very easy for them to go, okay, we need to pull back, we need to get as many people in these seats as possible, therefore make it PG-13. But no, this is a gory movie, there's a lot of blood, and I commend them for fully sticking to it. I think the most interesting character in Kraven the Hunter is played by Fred Hechinger. He plays Aaron Taylor-Johnson's character's brother. I thought he was very likeable in his role. I also think he just has the most remotely interesting character. And it is this point where I feel like we should move into my cons. Speaking of characters, apart from Fred Hechinger's, they're all dull and boring. I can honestly say I didn't really care about anyone, and that includes our title character. There is just nothing to him. Aaron Taylor-Johnson absolutely does his best with the material he's given, but you can only do so much when you're given a character as bland and as dry as this one. And this just makes it really hard to follow the character. That just makes the film boring. Speaking of the script, the dialogue. Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some of the dialogue here is Madam Web level of dialogue. The dialogue here is often laughably bad. There were a number of occasions where I was laughing at scenes I was not supposed to be laughing in. And even some of the acting here is really wooden, especially some of the line delivery. Like, you'll know what I mean if you see the movie. But there were a number of occasions where I was just like, am I hearing this correctly? Also, the plot is incredibly messy. There's far too much going on. It has too many characters and none of them really get any payoff. This leads the film to kind of feel incoherent at times. It can just feel really jumbled. Out of Morbius, Madam Web, and now this, Kraven the Hunter is the best of the three. However, that means nothing because this movie is still very, very bad. I'm just glad we can hopefully put this Sony Spider-Man villain spin-off thing to rest. I think it's fair to say it's run its course. I'm going to give Kraven the Hunter a D+. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are awesome. Blu-ray Billy, logging off.